Jimmy Patronis, Republican from Florida. Congressman, top of the morning to you. Thanks for hopping on.
Good morning.
So you just heard that soundbite from Senator Schumer there, accusing the Trump administration of having no real plan to run a post-Maduro Venezuela. Your response to that, and do you believe otherwise?
Well, this is the same Democratic broken speech that they're going through over and over again, as they have gone as much as a $50 million bounty. They wanted Maduro gone. They wanted Maduro arrested. President Biden had said it. Schumer says so. I mean, they're speaking out both sides of their mouth. As to taking over and managing the country, you know, Marco Rubio, I've known the man for 20 years. He has been in dialogues with the vice president who has been sworn in as president. There's active dialogues out there. I think there's been a pretty resounding message sent to the country of Venezuela that, you know, if you color within the lines, we're going to work with you. So there's been a hell of a physical, visual statement that has been made by capturing this narco terrorist and bring him to justice in New York City.
The other beef, if you will, that many members of Congress have, again, you know, mainly Democrats, is that they weren't notified beforehand. Do you share in those concerns at all? Do you wish you had been given a heads up or been able to weigh in any sort of way on this?
You don't have to be living under a rock to know when you put an aircraft carrier off the coast of another country and you've mobilized thousands of men and women in uniform, that something's probably going to happen. Hell, even Maduro knew something was going down. So just the fact because some member of Congress didn't have their feelings addressed because they weren't given a courtesy, you know what, if we had talked about this, two members of Congress, the moments before it took place, you know what happened? We would have lost U.S. lives. We would have lost U.S. resources because the anticipation of when it was going to happen was something that we could not take a chance of leaking and allowing the Venezuelan government to get in the way and Maduro's thugs and protecting this criminal narco terrorist.
Let me also talk to you about some new reports that we're getting from overnight. Chaos in Caracas and, you know, firing at drones near the presidential palace. Just moving forward here, how do you think we secure peace there without putting boots on the ground?
Well, again, there's dialogues that are ongoing between Marco Rubio and the vice president. There's still a respect that exists amongst militaries. There is going to be some stabilization that has taken place there. Look, there wasn't upheaval. Their criminal dictator has been arrested and has been taken from his presidential palace. But at the end of the day, what he was doing was a threat to the United States. It was a threat to our citizens, and we could not go any further allowing U.S. lives to be harmed, our children to die at the hands of these drug lords and these that are enabling them. President Trump shut down the border, and then when the border was shut down, the drugs kept coming. He started taking out the transportation systems. And after he kept seeing the drugs coming, you know what? Well, we're going to take out the general manager. So Maduro is arrested. He is in a New York City jail, and he will be back in court in March.
I know a lot of Trump officials are saying when the president says something, you should believe him moving forward. Lastly, just a few seconds left with you, sir. Sure. All members of Congress getting briefed tomorrow on this. What's your big question?
You know, I don't know if as much as a big question that I have got is, you know, I'm very proud of the men and women in uniform that did this job. I have more military installations in my district of anywhere in the whole United States. And all the training that took place were men and women from Florida's 1st Congressional District without a single loss of life. So one, just an attaboy to those men and women in uniform to execute so amazingly to be able to do this job and not put American lives any more at risk. Hey, look, I'm appreciative of what the president has done with this. And I know there's going to be those out there that are going to be the critics. But, you know, sometimes when you break a few eggs, we got to learn how to make some omelets with it. And this is exactly what we're going to do.
I got to end it there. But Congressman Jimmy Patronis, thanks so much. And would love to have you back on, sir, as we continue to follow the story. Appreciate it.
Happy New Year.
You as well.